Episode 126 coming at you. Let's hop in. Drop me a number one if this is your first time being here. Drop me some emojis if you're a repeat offender. Let's hop in. Let's talk about the macro of your online business. Hey, what's up? Jeremy here from whatupjeremy.com, back with another episode of Client by Client. Thank you so much for tuning in today. In the last episode, we solve a problem that can happen in terms of creativity in your online business. And that's running out of ideas for what to make content on and to feel fresh about the ideas and topics that you're bringing to the marketplace. And so what we talk about is how to never run out of ideas again. That's right. I want for you to have a well of unlimited amounts of ideas for your content, for your message that's fresh, that's unique, that's authentic to you, and that attracts in perfect, ideal clients, leads, all of those kinds of people every single day and turns into money and clients for you every single week. So be sure to backtrack one episode if you have felt a little stale when it comes to your content, if you felt a little limited in the amount of ideas that you have, so that you never run out again. In today's episode, I want to talk about the macro of your online business. Let's do this. First, let's start by talking about what happens if you don't get today's episode right. The first thing that happens is that you focus on the wrong things and the wrong ideas and end up where you don't want to be. And that's frustrating because you don't know that that has happened until 10 years down the road, because you're so focused in on the moment. You're so focused in on what you're doing right now. The second thing that happens is that you waste time on the infinite list of things that just don't matter nearly as much as the handful of things that do. And that's frustrating because those little things all add up, and it takes away from the big picture. It takes away from the kind of impact you're looking to make as an online business owner, as an entrepreneur, and as an online coach. So now that we know what happens if you don't get today's episode right, let's talk about 3 concepts for how to get this macro part of your online business and your legacy actually right. The first thing that must be on your radar is all about progress. You have to be looking at where you're at right now, where you want to be headed. You have to look at what is it that you actually want from your business and for what you actually want to bring to the world, and then you have to aim at that. So you have to have something to progress on. This must mean a vision. This must mean a feeling. This must mean a goal that you have for your wealth, for your family, for your legacy. And it's all about progress. The way you actually progress, the way you actually get to where you want to be is not possible without this next part of this first part, which is consistency. This is about showing up every single day in a forward march with the expectation that great things are coming, that great things are here and now on the path to that progress. It is really easy in this business to get really serious about your results and get really serious about what you do, and to also wind up not having fun and to wind up not enjoying every single part of it. So it's about this consistent pursuit of growth. It's about this consistent pursuit of joy. It's about this consistent pursuit of showing up and becoming the highest and best version of yourself. That's what this progress piece is all about. That's the first piece of the macro in your online coaching business. The second piece of the macro of the long game of your online coaching business is all about how you make the important parts of your business, the important parts of what you do as an online coach, repeatable. I want for you to be getting leads every single day and clients every single week. And there's a simple path to doing that that doesn't require landing pages and ads and paid traffic and webinars and all of this technology and complexity. But what it is about is having a repeatable list of things that you do every single day that gets you to that point. Most coaches spend 3, 5, 7 years trying to figure out what those things are, only to realize it's far more simple than they've been led to believe. And so what this is about is showing up every single day, doing your 1-minute story and talking about the pains and problems that your market is experiencing right now and every single day, and letting them know that there is a solution. There is someone they can contact. There are things that they can do, giving them hope, leveling up their beliefs and their abilities to actually chase and pursue that thing. So you have to understand what things need to be repeated on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis in order for your business to be a success. And then to level this up and to really dial this in and get this even more correct is about setting up systems that maybe you operate to bring to life, but maybe that do these things of their own accord. This can be through other people. I'm a fan of the magic of a solo coaching business. You guys know this. And some of you are great at leading other people, and some of you, that's a totally new concept. So when we talk about adding things in, team does not have to be one of them if you have the right systems and you know what levers and buttons to push on to actually get the result you're looking for in your online business. So you also need systems for tracking, for managing, and for maintaining the things you're doing on a moment-to-moment, day-to-day, week-to-week basis to make sure that the boxes are being checked. Because it's easy to know what to do, but it's also infinitely easier to not be doing those things. And it's also infinitely easier to be distracted by the shiny objects and to be constantly implementing things. And the thing that you're implementing works once or twice, but all the things you've implemented in the past stop working because you stop adding energy to them. You stop managing and maintaining them. And I'm more of a fan of you finding one thing that works and having one pathway that takes strangers from the internet and turns them into happy, paying clients that are getting results with your help as an online coach. And when you have that one path, you have something that 99% of online coaches and online business owners don't have, which is simplicity. This is why you constantly see people implementing all of these things always, instead of having a system that they can just double down on and continue to crank on every single day to produce the result and produce the success stories and produce the impact they're looking to make. Thing number 2 is all about knowing what needs to be repeated and what is repeatable on a day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month basis. And then also creating systems to ensure and guarantee those things are consistently happening. Lastly, in the macro of your online business, what this all boils down to is of being of service. You have to have a heart of service and an aim of service if you want to have longevity in this space. It is easy to want to become an online coach because it looks like the easiest thing of all the things that you can do, and that you can go high ticket and you can do all of these things. But in that mesh of reality and in the details of all the ways that you could get to that point are a lot of options and an infinite amount of decisions that you have to make along the way. None of them more important than creating and harvesting a heart of service and showing up every single day and getting underneath your prospects and getting underneath your clients to serve them and to understand what their needs actually are. And none of the macro and none of the long game of your online business is possible without having this mindset and this orientation of service. And being an online coach for any amount of time is extremely difficult without understanding what your number one role is, which is serving another human being, and then creating repeatable systems that create this consistency that gets you to progress towards the goal that you are wanting. And once you understand this and you understand that service is everything that you are wanting, did you like how I tied that in just now? Did you catch that? Once you understand how important service is, and once you're focused on there, all this then becomes about is a game, a scoreboard of how many lives are you impacting? How many lives are you changing? And how many success stories are you creating over the longevity of your career? And it just becomes a game at that point with how many people can you reach? How many people can you turn into prospects? How many people can your marketing touch and have lives changed? And then how many of those people can you convert into happy paying clients? And then how many of those people can you convert with your methods, with your teaching, with your help, with your coaching program, with your products and your services into tangible success stories that you can take those stories of to bring to the marketplace as your marketing and attract even more people to serve, to help, and to get to your goals and to help others reach their goals in your online coaching business. In the next episode of Client by Client, if you're focusing on vanity metrics, I have something I want for you to try instead. It's very easy to get caught up in likes and comments, interactions, shares, followers, and all of those vanity metrics. So if you've been focused there and not getting the results that you're wanting in social media, in your online business, then be sure to come back to tomorrow's episode to understand everything to do instead. Whenever you are ready, here are 3 ways I can help you grow your online business. First, download your free copy of GetBookedCRM. Coaches, are you still managing your leads and pipeline from Instagram DM, Facebook Messenger, and your email inbox where you're losing leads in the cracks and leaving a lot of money on the table every single month? That's why I created GetBookedCRM. What started out as a free way for me to manage my pipeline and turn prospects into clients has quickly become a favorite tool of my private students and many members in the Leverage Coach community. Get leads and turn them into clients in half the time. To download your free copy now, just find me over on Instagram and send me the letters CRM. Second, join my free group for online coaches. I've got hundreds of coaches from all over the world, all implementing my methods and frameworks for starting and growing an online business. Get access to free training, access to coaches that are just one step ahead at the exact same step or one small baby step behind where you're at right now. For your free invitation, just find me on Instagram and send me the word group. Lastly, become my next success story. I'm getting a couple coaches together this month to implement my methods and frameworks for injecting a minimum of 15K worth of new clients or doubling your existing client roster base over the next 30, 60, 90 days. But working with the right people is super important to me. So only respond to this if you are a relationship-focused coach who always puts the person ahead of the money. You've been coaching for at least 6 months to a year. You'd like to get 3 to 5 clients organically every week or month from social media without wasting money or time on paid ads. You have at least 300 friends on a social platform, email list, or Facebook group. You are willing to take bold action because you know that your success depends upon it. And last but most importantly, you can keep a secret. If that's you, I want you to grab your phone right now and tap that Instagram app icon. Do a little search and find me at What Up Jeremy. Give me a follow and binge on some content while you're there. And then when you're ready, I want for you to message me the words case study. When you do that, I'll ask you a couple questions about your online business and your vision for the next 12 months. And then I'll share with you what we have coming up this month in the Get Clients program, how we're already helping students from all over the world in varying different coaching niches, all implementing my strategies for consistently getting clients online. And then we'll identify what part of the program will likely make the biggest impact on your business the soonest. That way you know what to expect. For all the details now, just find me over on Instagram and message me the words case study. That's it for this episode of Client by Client. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you in the next one. Cheers. All right, team, share what was most insightful for you from this episode. I read and respond to every single one of them, and that might get you featured in an upcoming episode. That's it for me, guys. Peace.